darkness was mine. Didn't know it was there the whole time. Secret I told you long ago. Back from the dead, out of control. As I fall, I'm a bastard, heartless smile. Hear my laughter, love's on trial. I am broken, you are fire. Lies unspoken, heart's desire. Darkness was mine. Didn't know it was there the whole time. Secret I told you long ago. Back from the dead, out of control.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Macromaster coming at you. Today is Sunday, August 24th, 2025. Of course, that means it's time to duel. Gonna be playing some Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel today, continuing to grind through the rank play ladder. Without further ado, let's get into the game. Right. Before we get started, I do want to thank King Duck 88 for the shout out yesterday. Super appreciate it. And Mr. Z Queen Tank for the thank you for the follow earlier. I super appreciate that. I will be shouting out every person who gives me a shout out. I will be thanking each individual person who follows, who swings by and says hello. That's just the way I roll. Alright, let's get into the game here. And please let me know if the untapped overlay is working as it's supposed to. It should allow you to mouse if you're on a computer or if you're on a mobile device, tap on any card that shows up on the screen in the course of my duel and allow you to view that the information on that card. And of course, the first duel of the stream, just the system crashes. Wow, this is a terrible hand. Let's go ahead and let's not allow that to happen. Taron Jenkins 12. Thank you for swinging by to chat with us. I appreciate it. Probably gonna have to scoop this because I've got a terrible hand. That, and if you're taking more than a minute, I wasn't paying attention. In fact, I wasn't even aware that I had used imperm until after the fact. Alright, going first. Let's see. Obviously, Necro Valley. Then let's go ahead and throw out Spiritualist. Attempt to activate Spiritualist. Targeting Supernaturalist. Tributing Spiritualist and Ambusher. I really should be running more Inscription, but alright. Let's grab Hidden Temples. Oh, goody. It's getting warm in here and my fan just turned off, so I'm going to turn it back on. I do apologize for the fan noise. Oh, I appreciate you letting me know. The fan just it gets warm in here, and this little undercutter fan I'm using just sucks. And so it has to be on like full blast for me to feel anything. Okay, no big loss there. Huh. I took 44 seconds for my opening hand. Or for my opening move. They've now taken over a minute longer than I have. I know, 5 minutes. 300 seconds. Nope. Taking my cards, not cool. What I'm trying to say is that if you're taking more than a minute or two for your combos, one, you don't know how to play your deck. Two, if you don't know how your deck works, then you shouldn't be playing the game at all. In what regard? In regard to Yu-Gi-Oh, what is like my main deck, or like the main game that I like to play? Because that question could be taken multiple ways. In regards to the main deck that I play in Yu-Gi-Oh, Gravekeepers. In regards to the main game that I play the most, probably World of Warcraft. Well, no. In total, the most hours I've put into a game, the most money I've put into a game would have to be Yu-Gi-Oh! Hands down. When I moved from Pennsylvania to Washington State, there are at least 2 entire moving boxes, large size from U-Haul moving boxes that are completely filled with Yu-Gi-Oh cards. No, actually, I've been playing Yu-Gi-Oh since like OG Legend of Blue Eyes set. Actually, I've been playing Yu-Gi-Oh since OG original starter decks. No, I would say more Edison. I absolutely loved the event itself. I took I think I took my Black Wings to that event, and I was literally 5 seconds away, 5 whole seconds away from getting into day 2, because my opponent was in line to get their game mat for the event and didn't show up to the match. They'd already gotten the game loss, and they were 5 seconds away from a match loss when they sat down. Now, I could have been a huge jerk and told, because they were sitting down with 5 seconds. So it took them a good minute to, get out their deck, put out their game mat, set up and everything. I could have been a huge douche, and when that 5 seconds was up, called for a judge and been like, they're not ready, and gotten them disqualified. I was well within my rights to call for a judge and call for a match loss. And if I would have won that match, getting them a match loss because they didn't show up, not cool. But I still would have been within my right to do so, and I would have gotten into day 2. That's where I was. I was 1 win away from getting into day 2. Probably wouldn't have made it past like round 1 of day 2, but I still would have gotten there. Okay, why play Monster Reborn if you know Necro Valley is on the field? Necro Valley stops you from, or negates effects that will change the location of a monster in the graveyard. That's why. Because I have Gravekeeper's Chief on the field. Okay, so they actually did read. I wasn't reading. Okay, in that case. Let's stop you from taking my stuff again. You don't get to take my toys. Not cool to take my toys. Ooh. Oh, except that they normal summoned already this turn, so they wouldn't be able to normal summon again. Alright, as long as I can keep them down. Keep them from getting too many monsters on the field, and if I can not have any or too many monsters on my side of the field, let's see. This extra deck is kind of new to me, so just bear with me. Yeah, I'm not going to do that. There is no problem with taking your time, but in ranked play, in ranked play, in regional qualifiers, YCSs, national championships, and the like, taking too much time can get you a game loss for slow play. So you have to be very, very careful how you do that. Taking too much time can get you a game loss. Yeah, let's go ahead and negate that. And then the new time end of round time rules are, or at least the ones that they're proposing, are whack. But yeah, you know, I'm just learning this new extra deck that I built. I just kind of was like, okay, I need, you know, some reactionary stuff. I need, you know, some more lockdown stuff. How can I go about doing this? And so I looked at the card pool that was available, and I was like, hey, cool, I can use this card. I can use this card. This card works. Granted, the deck's main purpose, in fact, let's go ahead and back out for a second, and I'll show you the full deck. The deck's main purpose is to use Necro Valley, yeah, I know, but I like doing it this way, just because it's how I've been doing it the whole time. But yeah, you use Necro Valley on the field, then you use Spiritualist and Oracle to get out Supernaturalist. Then you want to have Hidden Temples of Necro Valley and Necro Valley Temple on the field. Well, Necro Valley Temple's not really needed, but yeah. I found that Gravekeeper's Inscription's great because it shuts down hand traps. Just got to remember to play it first move. I am playing Called by the Grave, a Solemn Judgment, one copy of Solemn Judgment, 2 copies of Ghost Ogre, 2 copies of Ash Blossom, just because, you know, in this modern Yu-Gi-Oh, if you're not playing some form of hand traps, you're gonna bone yourself. As a backup to Spiritualist, I threw in a Polymerization, just because. Comes in handy. And of course 3 copies of Supernaturalist. But then I threw in Gaga Samurai. I wasn't too sure about this. I mean, yeah, great for getting that second attack in. It's good for attack changes and everything. Baguska. What can I say? Baguska. I don't like the automatic detaching from it. Though it is great for defense. Though I don't like that it also changes most of my monsters to defense mode. Though if I had Heretic on the field, Heretic's just like Oh, yeah, you want me to change the defense position? Nah. Necrovella's on the field. I'm good. um, Dagaris, I mean, Dagaris is nice. I don't think I'd be using its second effect that much, especially if I already have Necro Valley on the field, unless I have Chief on the field as well. I'm not going to be using Dagaris. Though Dagaris might be good for that, one-time push to, especially if I can get Supernaturalist up to 3,900 with using Spiritualist and Oracle. 4,100 if I can get Priestess out too. Whoo, boy! I just realized Dagaris sets me up for an OTK. Nice. Just realized that. Link Disciple. Good for I just realized I can't use Link Disciple. I think Link Disciple's just in there as, I mean, I can always use Security Dragon for Link Disciple or Masquerena. Or Power Code Talker. Be kind of stupid to do that, but But yeah, it's just I wanted a little bit more burst power out of the Gravekeepers. Well, we're coming up on the first ad break time, so I'm gonna take a quick 5-minute break so I can run some ads. That way, you know that if if you tune into my stream and you see ads running, I'm actually not on camera at the moment or doing anything. That way, you know that you're not missing out on any of the stream. When I come back from the break, I will have a quick word from my sponsor, W Energy, and then we'll keep going. So, back in 5 minutes. Don't go nowhere. Ah, shoot. Let's move that there. Let's get rid of this. Okay, so it works just like WoW. In a way. You drag things out of your inventory into open space, and then it gives you the option to destroy it. feel like trying to deal with a Wookiee. Alright, let's take a look at my... Take the credits. Delete the message. That's what I like to see. Now let's try and get to this guy. Dang it. Targeted the wrong guy. Fairly certain this is what I need to be doing. Yeah. Alright. Let's take these idiots out. Today is
Enough.
Dubby
Don't leave
Merc
yourself.
Mayhem. It's a cherry limeade flavor.
Let me remind you of the dark side's power, nature.
Delicious. If you want to get some for yourself, head over to dubby.gg. Use promo code MACRO1. That's MACRO1 at checkout. Save 10% on your order and help support
They're
the channel.
responsible for our assignment to this toxic rock. The Republic went digging and found the source of this planet's poison.
The miners call it Quesh.
Do you know the worst part, Governor?
I didn't. I didn't.
Exactly. You didn't even own up to your mistakes. That's why the Dark Council gave this planet to me.
Please.
Watch and enjoy.
Why do the Voss try to stop you getting off the planet?
This is cool. Macro Warriors, don't know anything else.
Where can I find you?
Nice little easy, quick cheeser quest or missions to get me going. Alrighty, back from the break. Quick word from sponsor before we keep going. Today's sponsor is, of course, Dubby Energy. Dubby Energy is a great energy drink that I absolutely love. Lots of vitamins, minerals, nootropics, organically derived from coffee berries. No artificial dyes or colors, no artificial fillers, no sugar, which I absolutely love as a diabetic. Just good, clean energy with lots of really awesome flavors. Today's flavor, of course, is Japanese yuzu. It's kind of a citrusy flavor drink, kind of like lemonade, but with an earthy undertone to it, almost a spice to it, which I love. Much better than, in my opinion, Tiger's Blood, which was too much coconut. Anyway, if you want to try some Dubby for yourself, just head over to dubby.gg. Use promo code MACRO1, that's MACRO1 at checkout. Save 10% on your order and help support the channel. Get yourself a great energy drink that cannot be beat. And don't forget to shake it up a little bit before each sip, because this stuff, if you let it sit, will settle. Yummy. It's almost like persimmons. I had an opportunity to have persimmons once, and it was okay. Just really weird flavor. All right, let's go ahead and get back into the game. let's grab. Which one of these? We'll grab a pack of Synchro Starlight, and then we'll grab a pack of Struggle in Wonderland. Alright, we've got Gathering Light. This is a continuous spell. You can banish one monster you control and one synchro monster in your graveyard that is a power tool monster or level 7 or 8 dragon monster. Then target one card your opponent controls, destroy it. Level 7 or higher synchro monsters you control gain 400 attack for each of your banished level 7 or higher synchro monsters. Once per turn, when an opponent's monster declares an attack while you have a banished synchro monster, you can negate the attack. Nice. Not bad, especially if you're going for, a synchro heavy strategy. Tuner Capture. This is a normal trap. Activate only when your opponent synchro summons a monster. Special summon one tuner monster used for that synchro summon from their graveyard to your side of the field. Okay. And then Naturia Horn Needle. Ooh, it's an insect type. Though it's level 4. There was a synchro monster that required insect type tuners that required a tuner and insect type monsters, but it was a level 4 synchro monster, so it was really difficult to get out. But it was devastating if you could. Let's see here. Level 4 Earth Insect, 1800 attack, 100 defense. When your opponent special summons a monster, quick effect, you contribute one other face-up Naturia monster you control, destroy that monster. Okay. Except Gravekeeper Supernaturalist actually stops that. Alright, let's get Struggle in Wonderland. What a tease. Alright, no new cards, but got a couple tenues. Unfortunately, I already have full play sets of those. Alright, let's go to Legacy Packs. I really wish you could choose to only open one Legacy Pack. Or you could choose how many Legacy Packs you want to open, instead of 10 or 100. You know what? I'm just going to skip the whole thing, and we're just going to go right for the new cards. Oh, nice. Visor Des. This is a level 4 Dark Fiend, 500 attack, 1200 defense. If this card is normal summon, target one monster your opponent controls during your third standby phase. After this effect's activation, destroy that monster. This card cannot be destroyed by battle while the targeted monster is on the field. Ooh, nice. Dark Blaze Dragon. Oh, I played the heck out of this deck back in the day when it first came out. It's a level 7 fire dragon monster with 1200 attack, 1000 defense. If this card is special summoned from the graveyard, its attack and defense become double its original attack and defense. If this card destroys a monster by battle and sends it to the graveyard, inflict damage to your opponent equal to that monster's original attack. And Cyber Tutubon. It's a level 5 Earth Warrior with 1800 attack, 1600 defense. You can special summon this card from your hand by tributing one warrior or fairy type monster from your hand or field. If this card is tributed for a ritual summon, you can target one ritual spell card in your graveyard, add it to your hand. We have Whirlwind Prodigy. It's a level 4 wind fairy with 1500 attack, 1600 defense. This card could be treated as 2 tributes for the tribute summon of a wind monster. We have Performapal Extra Slinger. This is a level 3 scale 6 dark spellcaster pendulum monster with 800 attack, 1100 defense. Pendulum effect. During your main phase, you can inflict 300 damage to your opponent for each face-up pendulum monster in your extra deck. You can only use this effect of Performapal Extra Slinger once per turn. You cannot pendulum summon the turn you activate this effect. Once per turn, you can banish its monster effect. Once per turn, you can banish one card from your extra deck, then target one card in a pendulum zone, destroy it, and if you do, inflict 300 damage to your opponent. So lots of burn damage there. How did I not have this card previously? This is like old school Yu-Gi-Oh! Chusky. Alright. Back out of here. Go back to the duel. And let's try for another match. Alright. I lost the coin flip, so of course I'm going second. And so of course the server doesn't crash. This is an interesting hand. Alright, so my opponent's running 40 card main, 15 card extra. So they're running a Blue Eyes deck. I probably did. Well, it's on the lower end, but it is a mid. Mausoleum of White is a mid-tier card to for negation. Mid-tier target for negation. Okay. Go ahead and attempt to activate Commandant. And of course, my opponent is slow playing. I wasn't planning on adding anything else to my hand from the deck for the rest of the turn. Probably just played right into it in perm, but meh. We'll see what happens. reset card. That Royal Tribute really came in clutch there. No, I'm not going to play the Rite of Spirit just yet. They have to set it because they can't special summon anything other than Gravekeepers right now. I'd much prefer to have Heretic or Supernaturalist on the field because of their resistance to effect destruction, or in Heretic's case, resistance to effects at all. I'd much rather have Supernaturalist on the field over Heretic because of its ability to protect Necro Valley. Let's go ahead and grab Oracle. Let's go ahead and go in for the battle phase. See if I can actually. Oh, if this goes through. Nice. Was not expecting that to work. Alright, let's go one more match. Win or lose. After this match, I will not scoop on this, but win or lose, after this match, we'll call it a day. Win the coin flip, so of course I get to go first. Or I get to choose who goes first, and I choose to go first. Oh, seriously? That's just terrible. Eight card main deck, 46 card main deck, 8 card extra deck. What are they playing? These deck sizes are just getting ridiculous. People are not sticking to the no, let's wait until the actual end phase. People are not sticking to the standards of deck theory that, in my opinion, there are only a certain number of deck sizes that should be used. 40, 41, 42, 45. Ugh, still horrendous. Yeah, let's go ahead and keep the Ash Blossom in hand. Good thing I did. Intriguing. Alright, let's go ahead and just set the Ash Blossom since I can't use it now. Especially with Soul Drain. Oh, okay. I see what they're doing. This is a stun burn deck. I'm just getting terrible draws right now. Let's see. My best bet right now would be to grab Ambusher. Flip summon Joyous Spring. Nah. And I have 2 Imperial Tombs of Necro Valley on the field, so really? Oh, we're just gonna scoop that. How on God's green earth did that deck ever make it to platinum? And I've reached my number of because that person was slow playing. Alright, let's grab my dual pass rewards. Yes, he was slow playing. If you understand how slow playing works in Master Duel, you would understand that was slow playing. That person was taking too much time to respond to moves I was making. Too much time to activate effects. And true. Yeah, you can't lose below platinum. Alright, that is going to do it for me today. I want to thank everyone for joining me, especially Tyrone Jenkins for chatting. I appreciate it. I will be back on tomorrow at 6 a.m. Pacific time playing some Dungeons & Dragons online, continuing to adventure with my Halfling Rogue. So until tomorrow at 6 a.m. Pacific time, peace, stay frosty. Have a great day, and stick around for the raid.
This is how the story ends. I've read between the lines. Your pages are a mystery. Your words are undefined. You buried all your secrets there for one of us to find.